Some 16 million Filipinos came out last year and voted for Duterte. And it would seem accurate to call Duterte kind of a mini Trump of the Pacific. But I think it's important to look at why is Duterte, why does he have a base? Where does his popularity come from? Hearing the streets of Manila, whether it was the richer neighborhoods, Forbes Park in White Plains, or whether it was in the most depressed, impoverished neighborhoods like Tondo and Hapilan, there's this sentiment that Duterte Harry, or one of his many nicknames, is very tough on crime. He has this Rudolph Giuliani or whatever Republican tough on crime type politician's reputation. And of course, the streets of the Philippines are not the most secure. You have the shabu epidemic, which is shabu is a crystal meth outbreak. So there's a lot of petty crimes, and Duterte then has billed himself as this white knight, as this savior. And what he's done then is he's gone into the poorest communities and he's overseen this crackdown. And what the crackdown consists of is an operation where he goes door to door with his police and the Davos boys, paramilitaries, and he tracks down known suspects who could be dealers or addicts themselves, and they have a shoot first, ask questions later policy. And so in the past year, some 14,000 Filipinos have been killed. These are extrajudicial killings, which affect the poorest Filipinos. They would never dream of doing this in a rich neighborhood. So that's the struggle right now with the families of Rise Up, who are coming together to say we're not sitting ducks, we are not just going to be victims. We've lost loved ones, we've lost fathers and brothers and sons and daughters, and we're going to come together and we're going to be organizers and advocates to stop this cruel war, which may be called a war on drugs, but like all quote-unquote wars on drugs, if we remember the 1980s in the U.S., this is a war on the poor. This is a war on the most oppressed classes of the Philippines. So I think that hopefully is helpful for an American audience to understand some of Duterte's quote-unquote popularity. It's a demagoguery, much like Trump's, based on a false message, based on scapegoating of the poor and most oppressed elements of Filipino society.